Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Condors of Oklahoma City taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone, and he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Off play action. Monroe. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Condors.
Back to throw. Monroe, flush to his right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running left, it's Barkley. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Monroe. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Condors will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Bobby Okereke making that tackle. But you look at this defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and they're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, Monroe. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Oklahoma City.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Operating from the gun, Monroe flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Eluding the pressure right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Play action. Monroe. And this will be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's minutes to go for him. This guy's been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. defense. Great job defensively.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth.
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Second down, here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Monroe escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Monroe. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one complete down the field to Goddard. There he goes, left side. Well, he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Play after here coming up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're rolling that up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Back to throw. Monroe. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, Hurts. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, here's Barkley. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on third down, Monroe flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. A handoff. Barkley running left. He's got it to the 43 here. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Monroe gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun. Monroe. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there, Neil.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to take the lead. Suck up for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Condors 21, Eagles 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
That's good for an Eagles.
Great.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Out. 63.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
73.
On second down, Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They go play action with Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling.
A gain of 19 yards.
Looking to throw. Monroe. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Monroe. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Back to throw. Monroe. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Condors will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down. Monroe. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Monroe. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Kayvon Thibodeaux picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watt. And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down in defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Back to throw again. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Condors go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now up to 14.
Condors 35, Eagles 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football and making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
63.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Swift going to try up the middle. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Third down and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Off the play fake. Monroe. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Barkley inside handoff. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
60 by 6.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Condors are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
First down and goal to go at the 5-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Looking to throw. Monroe. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Back to throw. Monroe. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Condors are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point put through by Succop. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Barkley. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 14-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. Oh, able to avoid him. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown, OKC.
Extra point try now for Succop. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Condors 56, Eagles 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown! Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Williams to return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 all to return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing is Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 127 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
From the gun on 3rd down. Monroe, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate.